locked up. More like fucked up. That's what they really mean, isn't it? Just turned 18. Meant to be the start of my life, and here I am, held down like some sort of wild animal. And for what? I tell you what. Stupid dare that went wrong. I tell you, time slowed down that day. And then sped right back up again. And before I know it, I'm in here. Next to that numpty. Sleeps all day. Farts all night. I can't take much more of it in here. I swear I'll lose my fucking mind. All that keeps me going is the memories. These swirling visions in my head. They come over me, uninvited. These multicoloured balls of light, blurring into sweat, dripping down necks, holding strangers like they're my last breath. Legions of bucket hat warriors all moving around like mad. Crop tops and oversized denim. Glittering girls and shirtless boys all lined up in this chaotic land. Moving to the beating sound of surrender. I want to go back to that place. Get deep down in it and never come up for air. That's how I used to live my life back then. Absolute hysteria. You know, I've taken every pill under the sun. Went to illegal raves and fields till 9 AM and then driven myself home. I could have got banged up for that. I've smoked weed in the high street. Outside Tesco, in fact, I could have got banged up for that. I've got drunk on park benches, lit fires at midnight, set fireworks off in the middle of May and played chicken in the main road. I definitely could have got banged up for that, but no. I'm in here because I took a water pistol out in a shop. You know, one of them tiny bright blue and green ones. Ones you can get for like a couple of quid. For 5-year-olds. Yeah, them. My mates thought it would be funny if I pretended to hold up the shop. Old Debbie in there has always been a prick and a half. She hates me. So I agreed. I thought it would be hilarious to wind her up. So I sprayed her with water. And I was laughing while I was doing it. And all these groups of primary kids, they were laughing too. Like, it was obviously meant to be a joke. I mean, like, come on. Evidently, she didn't find it very funny. And now next door to me is a young axe murderer. And he keeps trying to be all pally with me. Always trying to sit beside me at lunchtime. Gruel time, they should call that, by the way. And I keep my head down and I try not to piss him off. No way am I hanging around with him. I swear if he passes me another note through the window, I'm scared to even open them. I want to change my life. I'm not coming back in here. I've done everything they've said. Rehabilitation classes, counselling, woodwork. I'm learning to make furniture at the minute. I'm making a shelf for my mum. It's a little bit wonky, but at least when I come out of here, I might have a few skills to my name. Speaking of skills, can you keep a secret? Please don't tell. I could get into major trouble if they caught me with this. Alright, I know it exactly doesn't look scary, but who knows what they'll think I'm using it for. You'd be surprised what innocent household object can become a weapon in here. I'm not interested in violence though. I use it to see my future. When I look through this, I see all the possibilities that I never knew existed. All the places I could go. A desert island. A bustling metropolis. Great big oceans and all the wonders of the world. I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I think I was meant to find this. It's opened up my closed off mind and shown me that there's another way. You see, I was busy sawing at wood when the machines blew up. I went to double check the plugs, moved the shelf to one side, and there it was, shining at me like a beautiful promise. Turns out all the plugs had blown. They had to get an electrician in, so I got a reprieve for a bit. I snuck it into my jumper and I found somewhere where I could have a proper look at it. And the first time I gazed into it, it called me into its depths. Like a mermaid summoning their sailors to their deaths. Or something. I know that sounds stupid, but I want a slice of Earth's riches. I want to be a part of it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. I just want to live. My mum tried so hard. She raised 6 of us in a flat, all by herself. I can still hear her crying as they sentenced me in the dock. She brings me a homemade cheese sandwich every week and holds my hand until they tell her to pack off home again, and I'm left with another pang of guilt crashing into me with such force I could just throw up. She keeps blaming herself. That I messed up because I've not really seen much. I was bored because she couldn't offer me anything more than just a scrap of survival. But it's not true. I'm just an idiot. I was born one. But I'm going to make it right. Since I've found this, everything looks different. It says something on the side of it. A date. 1880. Shit. That was ages ago. But it also says this. Life is a gift. Don't waste it. To think someone was sat in that same wood workshop all them years ago, just like me, writing messages like that. I don't know, something about it, it just gives me a little bit of hope. I don't want to live my life like a Marvel comic anymore. I'm not invincible. I'm only human. But that in itself is an amazing thing. And I'm going to make it count.